Hey guys, it's Jay Wong here with another video. So today I got some pretty cool stuff. So as you might know, Pokemon Go is the pretty hot thing that's coming out in the market. Everyone's playing it because they're passionate to be a Pokemon trainer. And my local newspaper, the Star Phoenix, actually interviewed me about how to really play Star Phoenix and why it's such a crazy stuff. So I actually have the article right here, which that's not the article, by the way. But you can see right there, there's a picture of me holding my phone, playing the game, and I decided to read it to you guys because I think you guys want to kind of maybe hear it. So before we actually go to the main article, there is a little segment on the front of the newspaper. So as you see right here, it says, Pokemon Ghost gets cities gamers off the couch. Which is true. It actually has gotten a lot of people to the couch. It's gotten people out of the house and actually interact with people, which isn't bad. That's a good motivation for some people to do it. And I think it's great for some people who are, like me, a little bit shy and kind of want to go out and talk to people playing the game. And it's fun. It's fun meeting new people and new faces out there. I think it's really great. So here we're gonna read this. So Jason Wong, Jason Wong. I guess they spelled my name wrong by accident on the front page, but don't worry, they actually changed it on the later part. Jason Wong has been spending a lot of time outside recently. He's not catching a baseball, throwing a frisbee, or going out for a jog. He's actually playing a video game on a smartphone. This is the first game where I can actually walk out and enjoy the scenery in the game, said Wong, a Saskatoon gaming enthusiast. Pokemon Go is a mobile game taking the world by storm. Enthusiasts like Wong all over Saskatoon are hitting the streets hoping to catch them all. And that's basically true for Pokemon Go. It's basically, that's the point of this game, is basically catching as many Pokemon as you can. And once you catch those Pokemon, you try and fight them in gyms to capture gyms and be the top team for whatever team you're part of. So if you're wondering what team I'm on Team Valor. I was going to pick Team Instinct because I do like Zapdos and I think he's the strongest of the three birds, but I like the color red, so that's why I picked Team Valor. Anyways, we're going to continue the story. The latest release by the game giant Nintendo is the new twist on the once widely popular Pokemon game. Instead of being stuck behind a computer or TV screen, players wanting to capture Pokemon, the object of the video game, actually have to get out and walk around their city to find creatures. Using gamers' smartphones, cameras, and geolocation mapping, the game overlays virtual Pokemon characters on the streets and landmarks such as churches, parks, and Saskatoon's riverbank. And yeah, Saskatoon's riverbank, if you don't realize, I'm actually from a town called Saskatoon, which is a city in Saskatchewan. And if you don't know what Saskatchewan is, it's a province in Canada. And if you guys don't know what a province is, it's basically like a state except for a Canadian version of it. And it's actually pretty huge for what it is. And so we're going to go to the actual article itself. It's going to probably repeat a bunch of things, but here's what the article says. Gamers capture those digital creatures, even using them to battle for Pokemon supremacy, which is what the gym is for. That's what that thing is saying. The game is only available in a select few countries, including the United States, New Zealand, and Australia. Since this article has been posted, which was on Tuesday, there's been a few more countries that have been that have the game now. I think, if I recall correctly, the UK, Spain, France, and I think another country that's in the EU. So hopefully it comes to actual Canada. But that's the funny thing. It's not out in Canada right now. You can't actually get it on the Canadian App Store. But what a lot of people have done, including me, has installed the APK for their Android, like the executable file, or they pretend to be a United States citizen and download it in the United States iTunes shop for the iPhones. Now, a lot of people are wondering, do you get banned from this? No, you don't. Actually, for the most part, it says in their terms and conditions nothing about that. They'll only ban people that are cheating on the game. So that's why I actually downloaded it, because I was reading the terms and conditions saying, will I get banned for this? And chances are that we won't. And also, that's because it was supposed to be out for everyone on the day that it first came out. But because the servers were actually so lagged up for the first few days, they moved a few people back to make sure that it can get stable and running for most countries. Okay, so we'll continue reading this. But it hasn't stopped millions of gamers from finding a way to download the app. So yeah, actually, in Canada alone, there's 6% of Android users have the game. That's an insane amount of people playing it because, if I recall correctly, Twitter's almost close to that number, maybe a little bit higher, maybe like at the 15% mark. But they're closing up to Twitter, which is insane. They already beat Tinder for people holding the game or holding the app on their device. Okay, so while Wong was able to capture a few digital creatures just outside his front door, he said he's already traveled far and wide to hunt for digital Pokemon, just like the theme song says where you search for Pokemon far and wide. I've walked sometimes even an hour or two to go get Pokemon. It's just cool because you get Pokemon and you get experience. And what I meant by you get experience is when you get the Pokemon, you actually get experience points for capturing Pokemon. And if they're new Pokemon, you get even more experience. That's what I meant. I kind of meant to say along the lines, you get Pokemon and you become a stronger trainer. But I came out wrong when I said it. So yeah, but we're going to read this up. On the back of the strong showing of Pokemon Go, Nintendo stock scored by more than 7.5 billion according to Reuters. So 7.5 billion American. So that's insane. We're gonna read a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna call it quits because it's not, the rest of it has some. I think you guys already know a lot about it. If you don't, there's a lot of article. You can read the article in the link below, but I'm gonna read the last paragraph on this, and then we'll call it quits for this article, and I'll give you some tips about playing the game. Pokemon Go is now on more Android phones than dating apps, Tinder, and its rates daily active users is neck to neck with the social network Twitter, which is what I use for tweeting my latest posts. According to the web analytics firm SimilarWeb, the game is also being played for an average of 43 minutes a day, more time spent on WhatsApp or Instagram, the firm reported. That's actually insane. I actually thought it was going to be a lot more or less for Pokemon Go, but it does make sense because in order to play the game, you really do have to go outside and have the phone active versus like these other apps where you just have to quickly check what's on it and then you just have to close it. You have to basically have this game on. You cannot turn off this game when playing Pokemon Go. If you do, the game doesn't give any progress for it, which is good because then you can't really cheat or like ignore the game itself. But on the other hand, it kills your battery. But I get what they're trying to go over this. They want you to be in the game and being active in the game. I wonder if they'll put it so you can just tax it off in another way and like put it in your pocket. I know that Battery Saver has that option, and I know that Pokemon Go Plus, the advice where you can put it on your wrist and it can tell you what if you got Pokemon or not, gives you that option. But I don't know. I really hope they save on the battery. They save on the data though, which is good. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description to you if you want to see this article. But I find it pretty cool that they asked me to tell them about Pokemon Go. The last time I did an interview with them was actually 2 years ago in regards to my YouTube channel. So without you guys, I would have never had this opportunity to do an interview with them. So I greatly appreciate it to Starfeix for letting me do this, and greatly appreciate it for you guys for supporting my channel. But yeah, anyways, into the last point of the video, Pokemon Go. When you play this game, I want to give some tips in terms of being safe, because as much as you guys play the game already, there's a lot of tips online that you can figure out about the game itself, but I want you guys to be safe out there when playing this game. This game, although it's very active and very, very intuitive into looking at the phone, make sure when you're getting near a road or crossing the street, don't look at this game. Look on the road, because the last thing you want to do is stare at your phone and then you go into incoming traffic and get hit. I don't want to see any of you guys get hit on the road playing this game. This game is fun, but it's not as important than your life. That's all I have to really say about that in general. And also, when you're driving, do not play this game, because you might get into an accident. There's already someone that's gone into an accident for this game, and I can't stand to see that happen to anyone else. I don't want to see any of my fans get hurt playing this game. And also, lastly, if you see percolers during the night, I would suggest if you're a kid that's like under the age of 18 or very, very young, go either in a big group of people or with your parents to that spot, or don't go at all, because there's been reports of people getting kidnapped playing Pokemon Go in the middle of the night where the lures are, and robbers are just taking people's stuff during that time. I don't really want that to happen to you guys either. So make sure you guys play safe at this time. It's not really worth getting your stuff stolen just for a few pidgeys at the Pokelure anyways, right? So yeah, just be careful out there. Don't be dumb. Be alert and play safe. That's the only thing I can recommend for Pokemon Go. Those are the big tips. But if you're also wondering about my level, I am level 20. So if you do want to get easy XP, save up your Pokemon's candy, get that lucky egg out, and then evolve all your Pokemon that you saved up those candies for. You get lots of XP. You get about like 1,000 XP. So yeah, do that. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you want me to do some Pokemon Go or even actually give some further tips about the game itself, I could do it. But the thing is, capturing device, I would assume, would drain this battery even 10 times as fast, because this game already drains the battery fairly fast on this device. So yeah, if you guys want to see some Pokemon Go videos on the channel, let me know in the comments below. I'll read them. I'll understand if you want me to prove anything in the video. I'm very open. I'm very open to criticism. So yeah, see you guys later and have a great day.